Stop overthinking everything. Right now, there's probably something important you've been putting off because you can't decide what to do. Maybe it's choosing a career path, starting a business, or even something as simple as picking what to watch on Netflix. You research endlessly, make pro and con lists, ask everyone for advice, but somehow never actually make a decision. Welcome to analysis paralysis, where the fear of making the wrong choice keeps you from making any choice at all. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to break free from this mental trap and start taking action. First, let's understand what's really happening in your brain when you're stuck in analysis paralysis. Your brain is trying to protect you from failure by gathering more and more information before making a decision. But here's the problem. There's always more information to gather, and perfect decisions simply don't exist. So you end up stuck in an endless loop of research and second-guessing that actually prevents you from moving forward. The good news is that overcoming analysis paralysis isn't about making perfect decisions. It's about making good enough decisions quickly. Strategy number 1. Set a decision deadline. Give yourself a specific amount of time to gather information, then stop. For small decisions, give yourself minutes or hours. For bigger ones, maybe days or weeks, but never months or years. When that deadline hits, you stop researching and you decide. No exceptions, no extensions. Here's why this works. Most decisions are reversible or adjustable. You can course correct as you go. Strategy number 2. Start with small actions. You don't need to have everything figured out to begin moving in the right direction. If you're thinking about starting a business, you don't need a perfect business plan. Start by talking to one potential customer. If you're considering a career change, start by having one conversation with someone in that field. Each small action gives you real-world feedback that's worth more than hours of theoretical research. Strategy number 3. Use the 80 rule. If you have about 80 of the information you think you need, that's enough to decide. That last 20 of information usually takes 80 more time to gather and rarely changes your decision anyway. Accept that you'll never have perfect information, and that's completely okay. Strategy number 4. Trust your gut feeling. After you've done reasonable research, pay attention to your intuition. Your subconscious mind processes information in ways your analytical mind can't always access. If you find yourself constantly drawn to one option, despite the analysis, that's valuable information too. Here's a powerful trick. Flip a coin for your decision. Not to let chance decide, but to notice how you feel about the result. If the coin says option A and you feel disappointed, you've just discovered you actually prefer option B. Strategy number 5. Eliminate options instead of trying to find the perfect one. Cut your choices down to 2 or 3 maximum. Too many options create decision fatigue. Remove the obviously poor choices first, then decide among what's left. When you narrow it down to just a few good options, the decision becomes much easier and less overwhelming. Now let's talk about the biggest mistake people make when trying to overcome analysis paralysis. They try to eliminate all risk instead of learning to manage it. Risk is part of every worthwhile decision. The goal isn't to avoid risk entirely, it's to take calculated risks that move you toward your goals. Ask yourself, what's the worst realistic outcome and could you handle it? Usually, the answer is yes. Most failures aren't permanent disasters. They're learning experiences that make you stronger and wiser. The biggest risk isn't making the wrong decision. It's making no decision at all and staying stuck. Here's an advanced technique. Imagine you're advising your best friend who has your exact situation. What would you tell them to do? We're often much clearer and more decisive when helping others than when making our own decisions. This mental shift removes emotional attachment and helps you see the situation more objectively. Remember, done is better than perfect. A good decision made quickly is usually better than a perfect decision made too late. So stop overthinking and start doing. Set your deadline, trust your gut, take that first small step and adjust as you learn. Your future self will thank you for taking action today even if it's not perfect.